I have been so excited to get this figure in hand. This is the INART Paul Atreides from Dune. This is the rooted hair version, and immediately when I took this out of the box, I was blown away. This sculpt is unbelievably good. From the paint applications as well as the hairstyling. It even has the rolling eyes feature so you can choose where he's looking. It also comes with a secondary sculpt option. This is the masked option, and I think this looks fantastic as well. This one also has the rolling eyes feature and is super easy to access. Then you have the body and the still suit itself. For me, the weathering is the standout here. I think it looks incredible. This is a very complex costume design, and I think they nailed it here. Everything has a matte finish, and that gives it that extra bit of realism. Then you have his Chris knife as well as the sheath. These are just made of plastic, but the sculpt is super sharp. Then you have a thumper, and this actually does have some articulation. Then you have the molar pistol. This can be folded up a little bit. The instructions said you can get the spring to sit all the way inside, but I couldn't quite do it. Then you have the shield generator, which can be worn on his wrist, an open para compass, and we get a closed one, which we'll look at later. The exclusive accessory is actually the desert mouse. It's a bit of a throw-in, but it's a nice thing to have. Just like the INART Batman, the hands are one of my favorite features. Matte finish is so good, it makes them look like real gloves, and you get a ton of hands. They even give you two ungloved hands, and the left one has the house signet, which is such a nice detail. You have a face mask for the unmasked head sculpt. You get two of the maker hooks for holding onto the sandworm. These are telescopic and actually can open up. All made of plastic, and they do feel a bit fragile to me. Probably my favorite accessory here is the Frem Kit backpack. The amount of detail they put into this one accessory is absolutely out of this world. You have the sand snorkel, which can be removed, the closed and put away para compass. I think this is a telescope, and this is definitely the one that's hardest to get in and out of the bag. Then finally, you have the sand compaction tool, and this is really faithfully recreated as well. Then you have these kind of tattered robes when he's walking around in the desert. Then finally, you have this diorama base of the Arakeen Palace. This connects to Paul with magnets on the feet, and these can be moved so you choose where he's standing. Just to get my bias out of the way, I am a massive Dune fan, so no matter what, I was always going to love this. This is an extremely competent release from INART. Functionality wise, I didn't have any issues with this one compared to my other INART releases. I think this figure all around is pretty close to perfect. I do have a few minor complaints. I'm planning on doing a longer video so I can go through some more detail. But overall, if you have this figure on pre-order, you definitely have something to look forward to. And if you're a fan of the Dune movies, I wouldn't hesitate to pick this one up. I truly cannot recommend this one enough. I've had this figure for about a day, and it's in my top 5 figures in my collection.